Ready?
Yeah.
You look ready.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Happy new DC Day. This is the last official Tuesday release for DC Comics, I believe, going back to Wednesdays. But don't fret, we'll be here every week on Tuesday. I want to get this figured out. Don't go anywhere. We got a lot of books to talk about, some awesome giveaways. This is going to be a fantastic day hanging out. There's some super news that dropped yesterday, and we're going to be looking at all of it and weighing in on that. Let's get it going. Be sure to check out Big Time Collectibles. It is con season, so they're dropping heat left and right. BigTimeCollectibles.com or follow them on social media. Link is in the description, as well as the link to Justin's Comics. If you need anything cleaned or pressed, hit him up. Let him know you found him via the channel. And as always, a huge shout out to ABX Comics and Games, a local comic shop where I pick up all these books that you'll see here today that I'm previewing, talking about, as well as giving away. ABX has a fantastic Facebook presence, and they also are the long-distance comic shop to numerous YouTubers, making them the community's comic shop. Also, it was an amazing time this year at Heroes Con for Comics Curing Cancer. We set up, we sold stuff, met a lot of fantastic people, got to hang out with members of the community, and raised a ton of money to fight cancer. And we did that with some exclusive stuff, one of which being donated by Big Time Collectibles, the Sonic issue number 69, exclusive variant by Miko Suwayon. We do have some copies of that left over. We have those at the djlinks.bigcartel.com website. I know that's a lot to keep up with, but in the description of all my videos, you can hit the Comics Curing Cancer link, and it'll take you right to wherever you need to go, as well as to pick up the community art book, which we produced with numerous members of the community. As you see, I got this one signed by the cover artist, Austin LeMay. We have limited numbers, if we have any signed copies left. He signed a few of them for us ahead of time. Those are on the website. The Sonic books are there, and you can bundle them together and save a little bit of money, get some cool stuff, all while fighting cancer. The campaign has officially crossed $12,000. This year's goal was to kind of get a running start at the big 3-day event. We have lofty goals of crossing $50,000. We did it last year, but let's see if we can do it again. So let's say hey to some of the people in the chat. We'll get it rocking and rolling. Las Cruces 1971 coming in hot at 3:45 a.m. Confirmed. Las Cruces does not sleep. What is going on, Lisa? Good to see you. Clocking in at 9:09. She was coming for that top spot. Las Cruces just gets up before everybody and goes to bed after everybody. Happy new DC Day to you. Cowabunga to you too, Ruby G, the man, the myth, the legend. Ruben, I still have not opened that package, man. I suck at opening mail. I'm going to do it, though. I promise. Scotty clocking in at 4th. Brian in 5th. Good to see y'all. Vogsy, what's going on, homie? Good to see you in here today. What is going on, Jonathan? Good to see you. What's up? Yeah, stream got pushed back. It's summertime, so I was at the pool with the kids. We were swimming. They had swimming lessons this morning at the Y, and then we went swimming some more. Finn's officially amphibious. It's official. He's amphibious. He full on swimming now, off the diving board, all that stuff. Super proud of him. What is going on, Jeremy? Good to see you in here. Throwing those custom emojis. Yeah, you get these by hitting that join button down below and becoming a channel member. Enjoying my days off till Thursday. Well, I hope you enjoy all your days off after Thursday as well. Don't limit yourself like that. Hashtag absolute power. Hashtag let's freaking go. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about with absolute power today. I've got 5 titles in my stack here that are absolute power adjacent. Let's see what is going on. Trev, the shipping guru. It was good meeting him at Heroes Con. Dan, the man, Blue Hellion. What's up? Good to see you. Billy, what's up, homie? Good seeing you as well. You got to plan another trip over to old Augusta. I just started and my computer just burped. Both things can be true. What is going on? Burt Family 54 Comics is in the house. Hashtag Team No Sleeves. Phil, good to see you as well. What's up? What is going on, AR? How's it going? No fitted hats? Question mark. You've never seen me wear a fitted hat a day in my life. Not a day in my life. Nope. And you can get these hats, and well, not this hat. This is a 1 of 2. This is a sample, and someone else beat me to this other sample before I took them down. But you can get plenty of non-fitted hats at legionofcomics.shop. Link in the description. Yeah, super nice. Yeah, it's very exciting. Him's a man now. Him's a man. Chop and drop. What is going on, homie? Good to see you. Hello from Legion Land. What is going on, ABX? Yeah, I got to see Paul today when I was picking up my books. Didn't get to stay long. Been a busy day. Fun in the sun. Fun in the sun. I'm so ready for official vacation. And just in case some of you folks missed it, Comics Curing Cancer stuff is available now. We've got the Sonic book, some of those left, the art book. There might be some signed ones left. And here's something cool. Last year we had the Unnatural Order exclusive during the event that Matt Wilson did the cover of. Well, Matt was at our booth hanging out for some of Comics Curing Cancer at Heroes Con because he was set up there, and he's signed out some covers for us as well, and we have those up on the website possibly too. But Unnatural Order, Sonic, the art book, and then the limited color hold metal one. We'll have 10 of those available come Comics Curing Cancer weekend, the first weekend of October. So good stuff there. Greetings again to Pops. Hello, hello. Need to send Paul my list for this week. Yeah, might be running a little late on that. I was picking off some last copy stuff when I was there today, Steve. I don't ever, I just keep things simple. You know, I'm an A cover kind of guy. But when it comes to the giveaway, I try to shop the wall. I look for the cool variants, foily stuff. I always like to get a lovely lady cover. Like there's a huge market for it. People like them. I mean, people put forth all this effort to make these lovely lady covers. We got to support them, right? Women power and all that stuff, feminism. But this art germ for Zatanna #1, brand new Zatanna series out called Bringing Down the House by Mariko Tamaki. I'm most familiar with Mariko from her detective run, but it's a black label title, art germ variant for Zatanna. Just absolutely recklessly beautiful cover there. Just super dope. Super dope cover. So that's part of the giveaway today. And then, you know, the big deal, the big thing happening at DC Comics is Absolute Power. The biggest event that they've done in years, spanning back 4 years in the making. Easily the most excited I've been for a DC event in equally as long. Since Death Metal, really. Death Metal I really liked. It was fun. It was confusing. There was a lot of stuff to it. But if you're like waist deep in DC Comics, you're good to go. And it just made it better. But Ground Zero had a foil virgin cover. This is Absolute Power Ground Zero. It's the one shot that kicks off the whole event proper. It's a pretty cool image of Amanda Waller standing in a mansion looking up at this giant painting of DC's Trinity, lighting it on fire. And with that blanked out background, just makes it look wicked cool. It looks like Dan Mora art. You can't go wrong with Dan Mora. But super cool stuff right there. So those are the two that'll be in today's giveaway. Of course, once I draw the winner, I'll start pulling out all the extra stuff. ABX sent me with some more cool swag to throw in it. We got some stickers, some trading cards, magnets, wristbands, all kinds of cool stuff, posters, bookmarks. It's going to get loaded. It's going to get loaded. What is going on? 62 Lefty Blues. How are you doing today? Can't wait for that C3OA auction. Yeah, for all the people that don't know, the individual pieces that were used to make that art book were all done on 11 by 17 or like regular size art paper. And they were sent to us so that come Comics Curing Cancer, that first week in October, that art will be auctioned off as well. So you can get the book and have it all in there and potentially own the pieces, the original pieces. It's fine. I'm going to comic shop tomorrow. In case if he's out, I'm sure he'll let me know. I can grab those in person tomorrow. There you go. There you go. What is going on, Ryan Riley? How are you? I hope those buttons hold. I hope they don't. I hope they don't. What's up, everyone? Hope everyone is doing good. Flash Ray Video. What is up, my man? How are you today? Magically, they do. Hey, I see what you did there. I see what you did. Hey, Chip Geller. What is up, my guy? Pops, Mark, and chat. Nice foil cover. Yes, it is. How are you doing today, Chip? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying cool. Well, Boar. Hello, hello. Love both those covers. You always pick the most fun variants. I love a good shiny cover. I do too. I do too. That's the thing. Just try to get stuff that I know that I would like. Stuff that it's hard to give away. If it's hard to give away, it's got to be a good giveaway, right? What is going on, Rod? Yeah, I'm doing good. Hope you're doing good. It's awesome to see you in here. It's also awesome to see you doing some streams and stuff here recently. Been fun popping in those as well. Yeah, yes, we did. Yes, we did. It was not the same without him. For TCG players, the Godzilla decks for Universe came over this weekend, and they are super fun to play. I have to check that out. Flashlight, you told me about that a couple weeks back, I believe. It sounds very familiar. Dale, what is going on? Happy Tuesday to you. Appreciate you popping in, Rod. What is going on, Kevin? Entropy and Comics. Good seeing you in here as well. Yeah, I thought he was going to do the same thing and just surprise all of us. But, yeah, no. I reached out to him last week to see if he was coming down to Joe Fest or anything. There was a handful of community members into the toy stuff that went. I was unable to cross paths with anybody. I had such a small window for Joe Fest that I went to. I was really just taking the kids. For those that don't know, Joe Fest is the biggest con we have in Augusta, and it's an American toy and comic show. So it's primarily focused on toys, like Super 7 is there and other big vendors and stuff. It's freaking awesome. It's absolutely awesome because I'm a toy guy too. But because the kids couldn't go to Heroes Con, I found the window I could because it was my work weekend and took them up there Friday evening. And I was pretty much Finn's cameraman, and I just followed him and Monkey around while they shopped for some cool toys and made Finn haggle the dealer over the prices and everything. And that video is up. That video went up yesterday. If you get a chance, check it out. I absolutely love that video. What's going on, Circumstances? Good to see you in here, Marcus. He'll be live tonight at 9:30 on his channel, talking all the hot comic community gossip in the land. Got my orders in with Paul. Nice, nice. Got to add Void Rivals, but that got corrected. Very cool. Yeah. So you've got Adventurous Joe, Burt Failing 54 Comics, Brian LCS, Collecting with Durs. A lot of people in the community use ABX Comics and Games for their long distance comic shop. It's the way to go. Joe Fest was fun. It was super fun. I only picked up one book for myself, and that was it. That was it. And you see it in the video, what I get, but it was there for the kids. I picked up enough at Heroes Con. I still haven't posted my Heroes Con haul. It's been recorded and available for channel members since right after I got back from Heroes Con. But because of the amount of content that came in, I'm just trying to keep my regular schedule and not just put it all out there at one time and take advantage of having that much content where you can kind of have room to not think about it and breathe. What is it? We'll go get under a blankie. But the huge mega haul for Heroes Con, that posts tomorrow, I think. But if you're a channel member, again, all that stuff is available for you as soon as I'm done recording it. I upload it. What is going on, Tyler? I'm here for all the good stuff. Yeah, you're in the right place. A lot of good stuff today. DC was dropping bombs today. Any wiggle room on that price? Never pay full price. Is that the best you got? I told Finn, ask the guy, is that the best you got? Yeah, ABX is the way. Brad, Dale, Burt, Tyler sucks. All right, so I'm showing off one more time. We got 31 people watching. Make sure y'all hit that like button, share the stream out, all that good stuff. Again, we got the Zatanna #1 from the brand new Black Label series called Bringing Down the House. That Art Germ variant is being given away today, as well as the Dan Mora foil version of Absolute Power Ground Zero. So those will be the giveaways for today. Once I draw the winner from the chat in just a little bit, we'll throw in all the extras, and there's tons of extras going in there this week. All right, so let's look at all the stuff I picked up and start working our way through it. We'll also look at some of the DC news. As a matter of fact, let's do this DC news first. I'm really excited to get some feedback from everybody. You know, oh, we got Collecting with Durs in here. What is going on, homie? What is that? What is that a picture of? Oh, that's the boar wet. It's a wet boar. Wet boar. Oh, well boar. Okay, got it. Ooh, Purdy. Yeah, what is going on, Tom? Good to see you in here as well. All right, let me pull this thing up right here. So I know everybody saw it yesterday. There's no way you didn't. We talked about it on Sunday, how these images right here started leaking out. Not really leaking, and this is all intentional, I think. But these were coming off the set. You had newspaper dispensers with the papers in them showcasing Superman on the cover of them, giving us our second and third look at the Man of Steel and James Gunn's upcoming Superman, previously titled Superman Legacy film. But I thought that was a little corny, giving us not a clear shot of him. We finally got set photos. We don't have a professional photo, edited and looking proper in a superhero pose, but we do have clear shots of the Man in Steel finally in his costume proper. And a lot of people are weighing in. I got to tell you guys, I got immediately excited about this. Immediately excited as soon as I saw this. Just seeing the bright, vibrant colors, absolutely. Like I went to complete from 5 about this movie to a level 8, and then kind of sitting with it for a while, kind of moved down. I think I'm probably about a 7. Like the initial sight of it got me super hyped, and then still seeing like this bagginess, this, I don't know, it almost looks MCU-ish to me, like the texture of the suit and everything. It just, which isn't a problem or anything, it just definitely be an adjustment. Looking at Mr. Terrific there, 100% comic accurate to the T. He looks phenomenal. Michael Holt looks great. The jacket's perfect, fair play down the side. Like he just, it just looks amazing. Even the back, got the mask on in the shape of a T. That's absolutely insane. We got tons of set members as well. The entire cast of the Daily Planet was up there. You see them walking out of some kind of CGI craft or something. But everyone looks fantastic. Superman looks good. I'm still like, it's still just messing with my head with the suit being, it looks like thick material, a little bit loose on him. The symbol's fine. It's fine. It's not bad. It's not impressing me, not breaking my heart at the same time. But I do love that we have the yellow S on the back of the cape as well. Multiple other photos released yesterday. Numerous of them show the back of it. Yeah, he doesn't fill it out, but I think, man, it's hard. It's hard. Like, we're just, to be clear, I'm not judging this film, this final product, just judging the photo for what it is, just the way it looks on set. Because, I mean, there's set photos of Christopher Reeve in suit. There's set photos of Henry Cavill in suit without any kind of like post-editing or extra photography or anything, and they look fine. Like, shut the cameras off and just let him walk in a crowd. He looks perfectly fine the way he is. Yeah, I'm right here with you. Each time I see the costume, it looks lower and lower budget for some reason. I completely feel the same way. It's like every time I look at it, there's just another little thing. Like noticing how the cape doesn't come close to his neck, noticing the crinkles in the elbow, the stitching on the trunks to the leg. But at the same time, I have no clue how much of that's going to be hidden in post. Or all the photos we're seeing of this from like the initial time we see Superman, will we get a suit change or upgrade inside this single film? We honestly just don't know. But man, there's a lot of information about this movie coming out. I can fill out my shirt. Why can't he? The suit being baggy is so he can move around, but it's the only reason I am not at a 10. That doesn't make sense to me. I've seen every other Superman move around. I get what you're saying, but I wonder if they're going to like do something in post to kind of tighten it up. I don't see them tightening it up. It looks like a thick material. Like it looks more like a space suit than it does like a Superman suit, if that makes sense. Like it's insulated to protect you and stuff. It doesn't look like a suit made for an indestructible individual. But yeah, I can imagine it's a lot easier for him to get around. I mean, a leather jacket in Georgia summer. I hope he's getting stunt pay. That's a good point. This is being filmed in Atlanta, and you got Michael Holt in a leather jacket. For context, it's been over 100 degrees the past 2 days where I'm at. 99 degrees right now. And it's partly cloudy and still that hot. But yeah, man, I feel bad for him. That's got to be rough. But yeah, we'll see where it goes. I'm definitely don't have like this crazy excitement that I would think that a new Superman movie would give me. I don't know if it's because it's not far enough away from the previous stuff. Like, I don't trust any of these folks. I don't see a reason to trust not a single one of them. Not a one. I'll believe it when I see it. That goes for all film studio. In James Cameron we trust. Outside of that, no way. No, James Cameron's never missed. Who else has got that track record? Nobody. They'll probably use some sort of CGI. I can see him doing that too. Just like clean it up. But then again, the suit, just like the base level suit, is just so different than what we've seen before. And that could be why it's just messing with my brain. The Superman and Lois suit from the CW, that's a skin tight. He's got like a muscle suit on it, but it looks really good. The S is weird. Like the shape of the S is fine, but the way it just like looks like a sticker on his chest. But and this is it's gonna be hard to top that Superman. Like the Superman and Lois Superman is ridiculously good. Like I don't know how many people have actually watched that. I feel like people skip it thinking it's part of the Arrowverse, but that is hands down one of the best superhero shows we've ever gotten. Good, there's all these people just trying to let the theaters die. Durs, I give you a pass. What are you like? What is like an hour away from the nearest theater to see stuff? 96 in KC. Oof. 101 where Trev's at. At work in the office, so can't watch. Sorry, it's okay. I forgive you. I forgive you. 76 is rough. I'd pay for 76 weather right now. The guy playing Mr. Terrific is jacked out of his mind. And he has to wear a full suit. That sucks. Yeah, he is. He's posted photos on social media. Like he has probably like less than 1% body fat. He's ripped. 63, that ain't bad. It's going to be over 100 for the next 2 weeks here in Texas. Yeah. That's how it's looking around these parts as well. Hot days, hot days. Tomorrow's going to be the hottest day of the week. Figures. We'll survive, though. We always do. 99. 94. The colors look amazing. Yes. That kind of washed out look that first initial photo gave us, it made people think that they're like trying so hard to have like these Zack Snyder vibes. You know, the actor, like people keep saying he's like Henry Cavill light. He's a Henry Cavill lookalike. Well, if you cast somebody who fits the role of Superman, they're probably going to look similar. Like all these Superman actors, you put them in a lineup, you know, they look like Superman actors. But having that washed out, like that heavy contrast photo we got, it definitely looks better, bright. Looks hopeful. What is going on, David? He said, I'm leaving judgment until I see it. Hoping for the best, but ready for the worst. Absolutely. That's the best way to describe it for me as well. I'm ridiculously hopeful. I want it to be the best thing ever. DC needs it to be the best thing ever. If it's not, they can just close up shop. Well, I say that, but like Marvel and Star Wars are still making movies. I guess it doesn't matter if your movies tank these days. I think these movies are just used as like money laundering schemes for these theaters or for these studios. I know everybody's butt hurt about Henry Cavill not getting the role, but I think James nailed the casting here. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the actor. He definitely has the look. I think he looks great. And as far as like performance-wise, there's never been a bad Superman actor. There hasn't. There has never been a bad one. So hopefully this guy's awesome. I don't think I've seen other stuff in a minute, but there's no reason for me to be worried about that whatsoever. The biggest concern for me is what this movie has to be. Kind of like with The Flash, the Flash movie had to be the reset button for the DCU, and it couldn't be. It wasn't because it was made 3 years before it released. But they needed the Flash to run an actual Flashpoint and just end with it like fading to white, much like the animated universe did. That way, shifting to a new DCU made sense, like story-wise, cinematic story-wise. Well, this Superman movie is the kickoff of a brand new universe, and they've got Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, Metamorpho, Maxwell Lord. They're just throwing everybody in the world. The Engineer. Like this movie is so wildly overblown with characters. It's going to be unique. It's going to be unique. And where DC is with like fan trust right now, just like how people aren't turning out for Marvel movies, people aren't turning out for Star Wars movies. They've kind of lost faith in the brands. Like people will show up for Deadpool because people like Deadpool and people love Hugh Jackman Wolverine. So I'm excited for that. The whole swan song for 20th Century Fox. But people have lost faith and lost trust as an audience with DC years ago. So this movie has to be amazing. People have to go see it and be excited to tell their friends, you have to experience this on the big screen. You have to go watch it. And people have to go watch it and love it. And then when it doesn't make as much as it should for how good it is, maybe more people will see the next project they put out. They have to build that trust back, and it's going to take a handful of movies to do it. But they can't afford a misfire, not a single misfire. They have to know how big of a gamble this is. I'm in season 4 of Lois and Clark. Nice. That's the final season, isn't it? Superman and Lois season 1 is really good. Season 2 sucks. Season 3 is pretty good. I firmly disagree with you. I think every season has absolutely surpassed the one before it. Absolutely. And just wait. Like, I don't see how you can think season 2 sucked, especially with what season 3 did. I think season 3 was by far the best. By far the best. Diving into what was going on with Lois, pulling back the story element from season 2, diving in to John Henry Irons' story and stuff, which I thought was fantastic. Getting Bruno in there was super cool. Onomatopoeia showed up, and the big finale. And their version of Lex is like legitimately crazy. I'm 5 minutes away from the nearest theater. I just don't really go to them unless it's a must-watch opening night like Deadpool. 88 in Tampa still won't catch me outside. You should do a video doing your first time reacting to 88 degrees. That would be hilarious. You get all the views. 68 and raining. But it is 76. Yeah, a lot of people got some good weather this time of year. I was talking to people in Australia. It's straight up winter time there. Stuff you don't think about much. If it's summertime here, it's wintertime somewhere. If they're cleaning up the suit in post, they should just bring back Christopher Reeve. Yeah, just bring him back in post. Get permission first this time. Season 2 of Superman Lois felt like an attack on spiritual philosopher Ted Swan. That's very, or Teal Swan. That's very specific. Very specific. The spiritual philosophy in that show was twisted. Was ridiculously twisted. There's a lot of people that do twisted philosophy. I thought of the Heaven's Gate community. I don't know if you remember that one. That's the one where they all like did the self-termination thing and matching shoes and were found in the house. That's who I was thinking of when I was thinking of that the whole cult thing they had with Parasite and all that. Money laundering, like Batwoman movie? No, not at all. The suit in Superman and Lois is on point. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. The S looks like it's just stuck on there, though. I didn't love Henry Roth as Superman. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I think they were trying to do like a legitimate, they were trying to pull the Christopher Reeve thing off. I don't think he was bad, but he was no Christopher Reeve. For me, Henry Cavill is most certainly second place. Most certainly. And then it's a discussion after that. Is it Dean Cain? Is it Tyler Hoechlin? Is it George Reeve? I don't know. Kirk Allen? Through that, it becomes a discussion. Need Wild Dog. I have a lot of people telling me they're putting too many people in Superman movie. We will see what happens. Yeah, well, historically, whenever you put in too many characters into a movie, the audience loses it. They just lose it because they feel like they need more information about each one of these characters. They can't take them at face value. If you show up flying on hawk wings carrying a mace just for a scene, people are like, who is that? Why does she have wings? Did she say she's 10,000 years old? They'll have questions. Ezra Miller was boycotted. It's a shame because the Flash movie, in my opinion, is actually pretty good, but they also gave the best part away in the trailer. Yeah, they gave way too much away. The movie was all right. It was all right for me. Hopefully, DC knows the days of anything making $1 billion because it's superheroes is over. Just make the movies good and they'll be profitable. Yep, manage the budget. That's all you got to do. Manage the budget. There's no reason for this stuff to cost as much as it does. I'm really happy that we're getting thrown into the middle of a larger, already in progress DC universe. Yeah, as a comic fan, it's not difficult, but comic fans are going to show up no matter what. You got to get the general audience with the amount of money they're spending, the investments they're putting into these things. Dropping a Lobo movie in DC will be set. Using a major character could prove a disaster as opposed to a smaller one. Yeah, that'd be an awesome route to go. Awesome route to go. I've been waiting on a Lobo movie since The Rock and Michael Bay were rumored to make one a decade ago. Well, took The Rock over a decade to make Black Adam. Maybe he'll get to making a Lobo movie. I still want to see Jason Momoa play Lobo. Heaven's Gate is one of those few cults that saw itself out to the end of its purpose. Yeah, they headed to the mothership, all right. Yeah, he is. Tyler's amazing. He's an even better Clark Kent than he is a Superman. He's amazing. I'm cool with brief cameos as well. That's a lot of what's from like one scene, I guess, that we see Mr. Terrific. I wonder if that's like the big ending or the big arrival or what. Who knows? But let's look at some books. We got 48 people watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. We'll run the giveaway before we get out of here. Massive week for books. Picked up another one of the Hit Girl trades. I've got I think one more to pick up. Just one more to pick up, and I'll be completely done with that. Spinning out of the page of the Kick-Ass. Hit Girl had her own ongoing series. It gives you 6 volumes to it. Each volume has a different guest writer on it. The last one I read was done by Jeff Lemire. It's actually fantastic. Fantastic. Outside of that, I got my DC Connect. I haven't flipped through it yet because in my mind, these things contain spoilers. But you get some good stuff in there as well. Doesn't get too crazy. I am excited about the new Plastic Man series that was announced a while back. It's showing up in the ordering stuff now. But we got first one up, and the only one I haven't read yet, Tom King's Penguin. We have the penultimate issue this week. This has been fantastic. I don't know how many of you remember a while back when what was it? It was the main Batman title that switched hands. Joshua Williamson stepped in for a brief minute and he did the Abyss thing and all that. But they seemingly killed Penguin and his kids. He has these twins that took over his place. Well, this book is kind of writing that shit, bringing Penguin back to Gotham and usurping his kids who took over his place. It has been brutal, violent, personal. This has been a great story, watching Penguin issue by issue slowly put together his team and just walk his way back into Gotham. It really puts him in a place to be a proper Batman rogue, you know, just this little 4-foot crime boss with no superpowers. How does he go up against the Dark Knight? This book shows you exactly how, much like the Riddler One Bad Day book. That is amazing. Oh my gosh, Danny Trejo as Lobo. I would have gone for that a handful of years ago. Played Lobo in Machete, but he's too old. Makes movies. Yeah, he was awesome. He's awesome. Penguin has been excellent. Yeah, like it's one that I was ready to sleep on. Like when it was the whole dawn of DC was kicking off, and I'm like, look how many titles I'm adding and getting now. Then they announced a Penguin solo title. I'm like, why do I need a Penguin title? Why do they need to make a Penguin title? Then I saw Tom King's writing it. I'm like, I'm going to need that. I'm going to have to get that. And that's just pretty much anything that Tom King has going on. I pretty much guarantee the quality's there. And then you wonder, like, how important is this going to be to the overall? And it's very important to the overall of Batman, depending on how much you like to keep up with it. But it has been ridiculously solid. DC needs to bring back Peter J. Tomasi. Well, he can't because Peter J. Tomasi is exclusive with Ghost Machine. He'll be putting out Hornsby and Halo. It drops in October, if I'm not mistaken. So be sure to check that out. I know that this guy's excited for it. Read the sign. What sign? On the cover? Is there a sign on the cover? I don't see a sign. Sunday night is for Talking Tom King. No, sir. No, sir. Penguin is a 12-issue maxi series. This week's issue is issue 11. So we'll see everything back to the status quo and the violence and death that it took to get it there, which I think is super cool. Super cool how they did this. Next up, and diving into the stuff that I've read, we have issue 1086 of Detective Comics. Wicked cover there with the bats flying with the Joker teeth on them. Ron V has done just magical things with this Detective Comics saga. This Gotham Noctura saga is absolutely legendary. This is going to be one of those ones that once properly collected, I can see people getting along the way and it kind of just gaining more momentum as people find it. Like, yo, you have to read this. It's truly a saga, much like Warworld was. But Batman is officially back in Gotham. The Organ family has completely taken it over, erasing his memory from the zeitgeist of Gotham and trying to rule by force, rule by forcing peace. And it doesn't work. Rorschach taught us that it's peace based on a lie, and it just doesn't work. And Batman's back, and it's this version of Batman that we haven't seen, this really raw, just nuts and bolts kind of version of him. And he's been on a quest doing what we saw Catwoman do a handful of months ago when she was trying to save his life from the gallows. She had to go rogue by rogue, ally by ally, try to put together a team. And now Batman has been doing the same thing over the last few issues. We get to see the culmination of some of his efforts, and we finally get to see, if you could guess it based on the cover, Joker is finally entering the story. Catwoman went and visited him a couple of issues ago. Pretty much the first time we've seen the Clown Prince of Crime in this saga, after having seen all the rogues, and it's a wicked, twisted version of him. Like, he's legitimately scary the way that he's being written. It's really good. I fear for the Organ family. I fear for the Bat family. Who knows how this is all going to play out? Interested to see when it ends. We know that DC Comics has its Absolute Comics that's coming out soon, and Ron B is stepping off this title in the next couple of months. So I'm wondering if Ron B will move over there after that point. Penguin Pain and Prejudice miniseries a number of years ago was one of my favorites. Nice. Yep, there you go. We need a good Justice League book with like 2 A-list characters, 3 B-list characters, and 3 C-list characters. Yeah, if you're looking for a good Justice League character, just jump in line. A lot of us are. Justice League haven't had an ongoing title in 2 years now, is it? 2 years? A year? 2 years. It's been like 2 years almost. But good news, all signs of the return of the Justice League happening during this Absolute Power event, which I'm very excited for. There was a photo, and me and Sector 2815 talked about it and dissected it forever ago. When the Dawn of DC first kicked off, they showed you a timeline, and it faded to black, where you could only see the first couple of months in front of you. But if you like took that image and messed with the settings, you can actually illuminate the darkened outside of it and see that Justice League was slated for the end of this year. So I'm assuming that Justice League will be returning proper at the end of this year. I'd like to see a properly made Jonah Hex film. That's funny you said that. Me and my son, Finn, we watched Jonah Hex, the Josh Brolin film, last July. It was the first time we saw it. We were on vacation, and we watched the DC animated film War World, which was trash, but Jonah Hex was in it. So he was asking about the cowboy with the scarred face. So I showed him the movie. I love that movie. I don't have any delusions to think it's some kind of Oscar-winning movie or anything like that, but I legitimately enjoy it. I've watched it tons of times. Like Michael Fassbender's awesome in it. It's just good fun. Keith Giffen Justice League roster. I hear Burke loves Tom King as much as Becker loves Matina. Yeah, you should get them to have a back and forth about that. Yeah, I think so too. It had Jeffrey Dean Morgan in it. It had Michael Fassbender in it, John Malkovich in it, Josh Brolin in it, Megan Fox is in it. It's fast paced. It was fun. Love that run. Didn't the Justice League Dire go missing the Dark Crisis Stun or something, or are they still missing them? So in Justice League issue number 75, they faced Pariah, which was pretty much a prelude to Dark Crisis, and they were presumed dead. They got put in to like the dark dimension because they were dealing like the Great Darkness, and they were kind of pulled out of it through the event. They were missing for just a couple of months, known to the readers where they were right from the grip, but they just have let the Teen Titans forefront things because of how much is, for example, Superman's dealing with House of Brainiac, Batman's dealing with Failsafe. So none of them have had the ability to really go jump together for a team calling. So they let the Teen Titans respond to that stuff. Absolutely. DC is doing what's called Absolute Comics, which will be like their version of the Ultimate Universe, which is the easiest way to put it. Basically, it's Elseworlds. You know, every world, every alternate version of these superheroes you ever see in DC Comics exist and have their own Earth numbered to them. So Absolute Comics will be introduced to an Earth for the first time of its number, and we'll be following it through numerous titles that will potentially be dipping in and out of the Earth Zero. What's going on, Jonathan? Good to see you. In my head, canon, Jonah Hex and Joker in the Halle Berry Catwoman universe. There we go. I'll accept it. The Gatling guns on the horse scene were sick. Yeah, it was. And that was right how they kicked it off, too. Yeah, Fassbender is pretty cool. I haven't watched all the Assassin's Creed. I turned it on one time and I had to do something. Never went back to it. Oh, Alan Grant, Elseworld from 2001. Nice. Yeah, if you have the DC Universe app, there's tons and tons. I think I have the entire Elseworlds catalog on there. Wish we had a better jump. All right, so let's get into it. A lot of books. Now, the rest of these in the stack for today, all the rest of these are all Absolute Power adjacent. So first up, one that I'm never excited to read, but this was legitimately a fun read. Burke, if you're listening, don't drop it before this issue, but it's Flash issue number 10. You see you got Batman's Justice Buster and Flash on the cover, And as you can see, for the first time for this title, Countdown to Absolute Power. We've already seen this header on the Suicide Squad Dream Team 4-issue miniseries that is wrapped up as of last week. And now we're starting to see it spread out onto other titles. We saw it on Green Arrow last month. Now it's on The Flash. So you can assume that by reading this, you'll get some kind of information that points in the direction of, lends to, or just services this character in a way that it'll get them where they need to be for the event. And that's true and false. Most of these, I'm going to assume that just has the presence of Amanda Waller. Amanda Waller is in everything right now. She has her fingers in everything. She's affecting everything, all walks of life on Earth Zero. She is control. And it's titled Flash Hits the Wall. Just notice that. And it's accurate. Very accurate. It was an action-packed story. I'll tell you right now, this was just straight up just a fight. The entire book is a fight with the Justice Buster and the Flash. So if you enjoy, for once, high-speed action in your Flash book, this is the issue to get. Cy Spurrier has done a terrible job at making Flash fans out of comic readers. He's been doing the polar opposite. People have been dropping the run. Next up, Joshua Williamson doesn't have long left on this title, but he's still here for now. Green Arrow, issue number 13, which is the first issue in the next story arc. He's done like 6-issue story arcs and making the 12 issues a collectible one sit-down read. Now we're into the next phase here. Again, Agent of Wall, right there on the cover, Countdown to Absolute Power. This, in fact, is giving us information on what we already know. From the Free Comic Book Day one-shot, we saw that Oliver is working with Amanda Waller at Task Force X. We didn't know why, who, what, or when, but through the Green Arrow story, we saw that Amanda Waller reached out to Oliver Queen and tasked him with going to a Justice League base of operations and stealing Sanctuary. If you don't know what Sanctuary is, there was a story called Heroes in Crisis that came out where you learn that these heroes that save all these people and deal with all these crises and watch people die and this and that, they deal with trauma too. And Sanctuary is where they go to get therapy. Basically, it's an artificial intelligence designed by the Justice League where they go for mental health reasons and stuff like that. Well, Amanda Waller wants it. Sanctuary is all contained inside of what looks like almost like Psycho Pirate's mask. It's a physical mask that has like the AI stuff. She wanted that piece of technology, the secrets it holds, and all of the above. And she sent Oliver to go get it. So that's the connection. And in this, you'll pick up right where we left off with her sending him there and knowing that's what the connection was and see where they go and how he ends up on her Task Force X and to what degree. I was shocked by this issue. They really, really are leaning into it and in a great way. Oliver is going to be a key player in this, and I'm super excited about that. Green Arrow is such a fun character, and they are doing something with him in this that is completely unique. I haven't seen them do with a character before. So this was super solid. Reading order-wise, I apologize. I should have done this first, but reading order-wise, I'll tell y'all after we go through them. But here we go. Getting into the weeds here. Again, no spoilers on any of this stuff. Part 5 of House of Brainiac, Action Comics, issue number 1066. Long live the Brainiac Queen. We saw her activated in the last chapter. Brainiac has his queen, turned her on, and we got the answer to what they're going to do with this entire Zarnian army. They took Lobo, the last son of Zarnia, and they made him just one of a dozen. And that was kind of weird. And like me and Sector talked about it on the DC Deep Dive. Like, they have to do something to address all these Zarnians, and they did in that last issue. If you're not up to speed on it, check out the DC Deep Dive. If you are up to speed on it, you know how savage it was. But this picks up right where it left off. Straight action. This is the big action finale to House of Brainiac, pretty much. The backstory in this is Lana and Lex, and it's must read. It flows right into the backstory from where the story ends, right into it, like it's not even a backstory. Don't skip it. Super good. And then the ultimate finale to the event, part 6, dropped in the same week with Superman issue number 15. So you get like the beginning of this one will be like your big finale, then your epilogue, positioning and placing everything, because this House of Brainiac stuff is absolutely absolute power stuff. If you need House of Brainiac, at least these last couple of issues, if all you get is part 4, 5, and 6 of House of Brainiac, you'll be fine. You need that Brainiac Queen content. And also you need to see where everything's sitting with the super family before we move forward. This was a big story. House of Brainiac not only was a huge story for the super family, but for comic readers alike. If you check the most sold comics, the top 50, Superman has been outselling Batman. This House of Brainiac story has been a massive hit, and I hope that gives us more hope for Superman to really keep forefronted at DC Comics. All right, all that to say this. We did all that stuff, 2 chapters of House of Brainiac in the same week, 2 countdowns to Absolute Power, and we are finally there where we've been waiting to get for months. It is happening. Absolute Power, Ground Zero, issue 1 is out now. Waller wants the world, and she's about to get it. Prelude to the Seismic Event series. Mark Waid, Joshua Williamson, Maine Zdarsky, Melnikov, Partridge, Marion, Delpeche, tons of creators on this. This is a compilation book, one of those anthology style where you'll get 3-4 separate stories so you know where, who, what, when, how, and why. If you're not going to read the stuff leading up to it, you most certainly want to grab this just to get the quick context. We saw in the most recent Batman stuff that he defeated Failsafe. We saw that Amanda Waller retrieved Failsafe. We saw in the Titan stuff that they were messing with a Mazo tech, and we know that their test got shut down and Tio Morrow's gone. So she'll need something in some way to proceed with her Amazo project. There's so much going on in all the separate main DC titles that if you're not reading them and you want to dive in on Absolute Power, this will service you just fine. This will do the trick. Highly suggest checking this out. And of course, the last pages of everything this week have been like that free comic book day thing with Superman on the rooftop. That's like the first couple of pages of Absolute Power #1. But this event's going to be insane. It's going to be massive. I'm still waiting on Rick Flag to pop up in something. I'm ready to see him be like the big curveball that Amanda Waller has to deal with, that he's running his own Task Force X team, and we just haven't seen them catch up to Amanda. Because all of this stuff for Absolute Power is years in the making. It goes all the way back to the most recent Suicide Squad run that ended with Rick Flag and his team of defunct Task Force X members trying to shut down Waller herself and her barely escaping. So we haven't seen him since. And there's been one little Easter egg teasing his existence a few issues ago, and I want that to be what saves him. In a world where all the metas have their powers taken away, he can run with the big dogs now. So I definitely want to see that. I'm back out of Power Flux. Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. Can't wait to get my June books in to finish out House of Brainiac. Dude, it's so good. Sell me on it. I'm on the Absolute Power fence looking for a reason to support it. I don't, if you're not excited for it at this point, I don't know what to do. I haven't been this excited for an event in years. The Immortal one. What is going on, Biggie Shack? Good to see you, homie. Hello, hello. What is going on, Crimson Terror 85? Batman will always sell. DC does better when other characters outsell Batman. Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. Batman will always have Batman numbers. The trick is to get the rest of them to Batman numbers. But back when they were getting ready to launch the Dawn of DC, there's a lot happening at Warner Brothers at the time. They just did the merger with Discovery. You have David Zaslav step in, and he pulled like a Neil Adams. He walked in, he's like, "So where's Superman?" And they're like, "We're doing Batman." He's like, "What? No, we need a Superman movie in production yesterday. He should be forefronting this company. He's the guy." How has this company allowed the brand to shift away from Superman being the poster child of it? Batman will always sell Batman. Make Superman sell. That means hire better creators, write better stories, listen to the fans more, and that's what they did. Philip Kennedy Johnson got him there, and Joshua Williamson picked up the ball and kept running. We're on a roll with Superman. This has been good. It's been a good past couple of years. Everything past the Bendis era has been just stellar. What is going on, Cliff? How are you? Cosmic One, hello. If I didn't say hey to people, finally able to make it. I'm in the UK. That issue of Ground Zero is out on July 31st. Oh, no. What? Man, you can just go on the internet and read it. It's available on the World Wide Web, that's for sure. This is Absolute Power Ground Zero, not issue #1. Is it the right one? Because I think because this month you're supposed to get that and Green Arrow listed as tie-in, even though this has the thing on it as well. That sucks if you have to wait that long. Welcome back, Donovan. Good to see you. Let's see. People saying Hayes. Likes don't match. You got to refresh every now and then, Pops. It won't go up in real time. Make sure y'all smash that like button, though. Smash that. We got 47 people watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. We're going to get ready to start drawing for the giveaway here soon. We're already 50 minutes in. And if y'all want, y'all can start dropping that hashtag. You know what to do. Reading order-wise for today, for all of these. So the first thing you want to read first up is most certainly Green Arrow. So you'll go from Green Arrow. Which way did I do it? Oh, he falls in which issue? He falls in that. So yeah, nope. You want to do your Superman books first. So read your Superman, then your Green Arrow, then your Flash, then your Ground Zero. So that would be your reading order. So Action Comics, Superman, which is at the top, part 5 and 6. So read your Superman, then your Green Arrow, then your Flash, then your Ground Zero. If you don't, you'll step on the toes of the other issues, not in major ways, but it might be considered spoiling the story. I got lucky. I think I read the Superman, then the Ground. No, I didn't. Yeah, I read the Superman, then the Ground Zero, then the tie-ins. So I read the tie-ins. Should have read them before Ground Zero, but yep. It's good stuff. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe just read Flash wrong. I got to double check something. Yeah, that's right. That's super right. Yep. My Adventures with Superman, now on HBO Max. HBO Max is kicking butt right now. I don't know who else is watching House of the Dragon. Don't tell me what to do. I'll read whatever I want. Don't you tell me what to tell you what to do. Don't you tell me what to tell you what to do. Got 36 people already present in the giveaway. Let me share this screen and then we'll show off the books. Now get all the little freebies and extras and all that stuff out next. Let's see. Holy potatoes. Let's see. Let's hit this one. That's better. Even if I win, I'm not reading that Flash time. Dude, trust me, loaders. I have not been a fan of this Flash run. But this was a good issue. It was just action packed. Watching Flash fight the Justice Buster was fun. And I've been enjoying anything that Amanda Waller's been diving into because I love the interconnectedness of this event. I love how much attention, care, detail, like it's a proper event. It feels like you're back in like 2006 all over again, where they actually cared about their continuity. DC absolutely cares about its continuity right now, and it feels so good. And it's important to support these things and to make sure you share about it when you're excited about it. But it's also important to let people know that Cy Sperrier's run sucks. Don't get me wrong. We need a new writer on Flash ASAP. Why can't it be Jeremy Adams? Just go get Jeremy Adams back. We had a good thing going. Why'd they have to take it away from us? We had a good thing going on. We had a good thing going on. Okay. Freebie stuff. Got a lot of freebie stuff. Make sure I'll put that hashtag in, getting it all ready here. Hashtag We Are Legion. All right, stickers, magnets, posters, bookmarks, cards, all that stuff. It's all up here now. It's all up here. I like it. Yeah, dude, the Superman show is amazing. Absolutely amazing. What is going on, Space Case Cards? How are you today? Please tell me that the Ground Zero one shot is not the one that came out on. No, it is not. Absolutely not. Not one bit. All new material. That's funny. Episode 2 of them dragons was a dragon, but looking forward to 3. Oh man, I loved it. I like the format. You know, I was getting Lost vibes for a little bit. You remember how back in Lost days there's so much going on that you'd spend an episode with this character and an episode with this character, and it'd be the same timeline, but just seeing what was happening in different parts. It was kind of like that for a couple of episodes after that massive event that occurred right before it. And my goodness, the savagery of that show. Mr. Miracle, Big Barda, Captain Atom, Shazam, Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, Power Girl, Wonder Woman. What are we naming? Those are all fantastic characters. All fantastic characters. Is that your lineup for Justice League, maybe? Papa needs a new comic. What is going on, Beckerman? Hello, hello. I got a Superman Golden Age coming soon. Pretty excited. Nice. Where'd you pick it up from? Is that a Instagram grab? My comic shop, a local grab? I know you got a couple honey holes near you. Yeah, Big Bard, Power Girl, Wonder Woman on the same team is hella overpowered. It could be. 8-member Justice League. I still want to know why that statue in Lost had 4 toes. Why 4 toes? I'm just checking with my comic supplier all the books you have that they have the wrong date on. So hopefully it's computer glitch. Yeah, you don't have. Yeah, just all they have to do is look at the solicitations. You can go to the DC comic solicitations on their website. You can go to leagueofcomicgeeks.com that shows you release dates for everything week by week. Previews World. Hopefully it's just a computer glitch and you get it soon. Connor Kent over Superman. All right. Cali Comics. It's Superman 38, the haircut cover. Oh, nice. Very cool. All right. Let's see how many people are entered. And all right, we got 40 people showing entered, 51 people watching. If you put the hashtag in, put hashtag We Are Legion in one more time, make sure you're not the person that it forgot. You got just a couple more seconds before I spin it. So giving away Zatanna, what's the name of it? Bringing Down the House, issue number 1, Art Germ variant, brand new title out today under their Black Label imprint. It's good to know that we're keeping that around despite Elseworld returning, so I'm excited about that. Beautiful cover. So that's going to a new home. And then Absolute Power Ground Zero, the Dan Mora foil virgin cover, kicking off the event right with a glare in your eyes. That's how we're going to do it. So those are the 2 books for today. Of course, we've got the Dawn of DC bookmarks as well as the Elseworld bookmark. So you'll get one of the bookmarks in there. Draw some of the cosmic cards and throw them in there. The Comics Curing Cancer sticker. Where am I at? I forgot one of the stickers. The ABX Comics and Games sticker that'll be in there. And then we have the posters for Dawn of DC. So you'll get a pull from one of the posters. And I'll pack all that in there along with one of the Comics Curing Cancer magnets as well. So you can use your sticker to stick it on something in your house. And you can take this magnet out in public and stick it on something metal. That way we spread the word and the awareness of Comics Curing Cancer. Dan Mora foil makes my bussy quiver. Congrats on you and your bussy, bro. That's fantastic. For my adjusting lineup for further in the chat. All right, here we go. Let's spin this bad boy. We got 41 people entered. Rules to play is free shipping worldwide to my channel members. It's free shipping in the U.S. Otherwise, if you are international, you got 2 options. You can either A, pay for shipping, and I'll cover a small portion of it, which would be equivalent to shipping in the United States, or B, you can prize tag somebody in the audience and send it their way. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 23 months. Congratulations, homie. So now you need to name a comic character from DC, and I'll pull one of these posters to throw in there with you, as well as, do you want Elseworld or Dawn of DC for your bookmark? Where's 23? Need some response from the chat. I know it's got a little lag, so I'm going to pull 3 of these cards while we wait. All right. Batman, all right. There's 1 card. Then do you want Elseworld or Dawn of DC for your bookmark? Oh, nice. Oh, super dope. Got some good cards there. Let's see if we have any Batman posters. Superboy, Titans, Superman, Wonder Girl, Captain Marvel, Wonder, Titans, Batman. That's the Batman one right there. I can see that pointy ear from here. So that was, both the Batman ones were the first ones to go. So that was the last. There's like 2 for each kind of like character set. So we got that. And Dawn of DC, he says. And we don't have any Batmans left on the Dawn of DC stuff, but we do have Batman adjacent with Nightwing and the Titans. So we'll go with that one. So we got a Batman poster, a Titans bookmark, and your 3 trading cards are Hungon, something like that. Hungon. I'm not familiar with that character. First appeared in the New Teen Titans. Luckily, it has all the character details and information on the back, so you can become familiar with this character. And then we have Phobia, also from the New Teen Titans. And then here's the good one. You got the Golden Age Green Lantern, Alan Scott, the man, the myth, the legend, the greatest Green Lantern outside of the Corps. Good stuff. And yeah, I want to throw you in one of the bookmarks. Not bookmarks, magnets from Comics Curing Cancer. We have the ABX Comics and Games sticker, as well as the Comics Curing Cancer sticker. So all that swag is going in your bag, along with one of the ABX Comics and Games wristbands. So you're the first person to receive one of these, as these are new, and I got a bag of them. They'll be going out every Tuesday. We'll send them on. So congrats to you, good sir. Make sure you do me a solid. Shoot me a message on the Instagram of the shipping. Needs to know where it ships. Hal is the GOAT, but Kyle Rayner is my guy. Yeah, I think Hal is the GOAT, and I think Alan Scott is my favorite. It's undeniable that Hal is the GOAT. Absolutely undeniable. He's the man. So that's going to do that for that. All right, guys, I appreciate everybody coming, hanging out, and watching. Make sure y'all check out the Joe Fest video I posted yesterday. There's also HeroesCon content available that I posted last week, and a lot more coming up. A lot of it is set for channel members for right now. So if you're a channel member, you have access to that. If you're not a channel member, don't forget to hit that join button. This is the big Deadpool giveaway coming up. First appearance of Deadpool, some signed, remarked, chiseled, Liefeld stuff. It's going to be a big one. So until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.